kind of this direction. Last night, Brig Thunderbird backfired from here all the way up to here.
Just south of Waikoloa Village, the resort area, and Mauka of Highway 190 near the Pu'ulani subdivision, a 17,000-acre wildfire has left a charred landscape.
It's on fire, burning up on a ridge coming down. A lot of fuel between the fire, the lower break, and the lava flow, the 1859 flow. If we don't cut that off, it's going to burn a lot of land that we don't want to burn. It's quite a bit of acreage, so we want to cut that off.
That's 26.5 square miles of burned land that dozens of firefighters, supported by heavy equipment and air assets, have worked a week to extinguish. On August 17th, they achieved 90% containment of this fire. It's possible the fire could rekindle. The Pōhakuloa Training Area Federal Fire Department first put out a fire here 3 weeks ago. They believe hot spots lay dormant under the ground, and that high winds whipped it up into the major fire that they've been fighting for a whole week. Steve Bergfeld, an experienced wildland firefighter and Hawaii Island branch manager for the DLNR Division of Forestry and Wildlife, said DOFAW firefighters, joined by PTA, Hawaii Fire Department, and National Park Service teams, found it difficult to initially slow the fire due to the high winds, the presence of highly flammable and fire-adapted fountain grass, and the difficult terrain and access. They'll continue to monitor the fire, but smoldering and unburned pockets of fuel within the firebreaks will continue to burn until they receive adequate rainfall.
Fountain grass is an introduced grass that was brought in years ago, and it's kind of taken over these areas. Once it burns, then the grass just comes back stronger. So we've got this grass fire cycle that just gets worse and worse as time goes on. And removing all of the native forest that once was in this area.
The line is through all the way, but it's rough. It's even rough on this thing.
You guys gonna widen this black, the break there?
Yeah, the two dozers are coming down, or maybe two. One is overheating up there.
Well, on Hawaii Island, the most important tool that we have normally is bulldozers. So we rely heavily on contract bulldozers to come in and put in line for us. So they're really valuable, and we really appreciate the companies that step forward and come out and help us do this type of work. They're on the front lines doing the dangerous work.
At its most active point, the work on the ground was supported by 5 U.S. Army helicopters requested by PTA, HFD's 2 helicopters, and a private aircraft contracted by DOFAW. With the capacity to dip and carry between 800 and 1,000 gallons of water each flight, depending on the aircraft type, right to where the fire was burning the hottest, the aerial assets provide a multitude of other services during a firefight. According to Hawaii Fire Chief Kazuo Todd, they are fortunate to have one of their helicopters stationed about a 7-minute flight from its base off Highway 90. Their firefighting partnership on Hawaii Island is so strong they're accustomed to deploying all available assets for wildfire suppression. Aircraft are such valuable tools. They drop water, can be used for medevac, to assess fire spread behavior and size, and as a platform from which to provide photographs and video of fires. Visuals are in high demand for communicating fire information. Don Yokoyama, a DOFAW protection forester, was one of the fire managers who relied on overflights of the fire, typically first thing each morning and then again in the evening, to check on its behavior and to use GPS and other tools to get size and containment estimates. As the operations section chief on the fire, the overflights allowed him to get the fire's current and expected fire behavior. That information is critical to place and divert fire crews, air assets, and heavy equipment in strategic locations where they can suppress the fire efficiently and effectively and still be safe.
14 to 18 with gust to 22 from the northwest. So that'll be pushing it more mountainous.
A unified command structure was almost immediately set up to manage the Leilani fire, with command responsibilities shared by leaders from DOFAW, PTA, and HFD. During a firefight, the agency with jurisdiction takes the lead. This fire was under both PTA and DOFAW jurisdiction. When it's burning, the full focus is putting the fire out to protect private property, natural resources, and lives. Incident commanders want to be as sure as they can be this time the fire is out.